You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They go play fake. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and flip.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there. It's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. But I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it down. Jackson
hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just... He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Pulls it in at the 13 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive that led to the field goal. As now they're dealing with a little bit bigger of a deficit. 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully...
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
To throw is Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Inside give to Davis. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Davis. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. He threw the interception on the previous drive, but that only led to 3 points. Defense held him to a field goal. They're still working with a lead here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one into the hands of Burton. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. They'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 4th. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 34 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Mahomes will throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And now here come the Ravens. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First and 10 here. If they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The first down carry for Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Up the middle to Davis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Here's a give to Davis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff to Davis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Davis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. Got to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Davis now. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to punch it in with Davis, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, Davis able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Here's Davis. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Davis taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So that amazingly a 17-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check. He's found the end zone once, but boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime. For this defense, deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Baltimore. 2nd and 10. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Locates Hardman for another catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
First down pickup by McCole Hardman, and this season is really his big chance to emerge and break out. Last 3 years, he's been second fiddle among KC's track star receivers, but with Tyreek Hill gone now, this is McCole Hardman's opportunity to take on a bigger role in the offense.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back out of the game. And it was done this a lot. Justin Houston in there to record the sack. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire, and he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Rutgers' kick here is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Ravens ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They go again with Davis. Gets around him, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. On the carry, it's Davis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Davis. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 178 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Inside give to Davis, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Davis, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They'll run with Davis, and boy, is he close? Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes going to throw it here. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looks